Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Coding Card. So in this session we'll try to solve one problem from HackerRank. The problem name is left rotation. So let me first explain you the problem. The problem is we will be given a n size array and a rotation value d. So what actually we have to do here, we have to perform the left rotation on the basis of the d value. Suppose here d is 2, then we have to perform 2 times left rotation. So what actually here left rotation means, let me explain you here. Suppose array is of size 5, n is 5, and array elements are suppose 1 2 3 4 5, and suppose we have to perform 2 times left rotation d equal to suppose 2. So here left rotation means, left rotation means here we have to shift the left element of the array to the end. So here d equal to 2 means we have to perform 2 times left rotation. So for the first time we have to shift this first element of the array from the left to the end. So for the first rotation, the output will be 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 will be shifted from left to the end. So this will be the output of the first rotation, first left rotation. So HD is 2. So for the second left rotation, again the left value, one element from the left will be shifted towards the end. So the value will be, after second rotation, the value will be 3, 4, 5, 1 and 2. So this will be the final output, means the final array after the 2 times left rotation, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So you can see here. So for example, they were given a d value 2. So after performing 2 times d left rotation means 2 times left rotation, the output will be 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So let us, so for example here given a sample input. So the very first line contains the n, which is the size of the array, and d is the rotation value d. So for example here they are given a input same array of size 5 and d value is 4. So here you have to perform 4 times left operation. So for example, the very first left rotation, one will be shifted from left side towards the end. So the array we will get is 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1. And again one more time the left rotation will occur for this array. So 2 will be shifted from the left to the end. So the value will be 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. And after this 3 will be shifted from the left towards the end. So this will be 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. And for the last 4 will be shifted at the end, and array will look like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let us first of all go towards the approach, what approach we will take to solve this problem. So let us take the same input and we will try to solve the problem, like suppose taking the n value, taking the same sample n value 5 and d equal to 4, and array is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now for the first iteration the value will be what, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1 will be shifted towards the end. For the second iteration 2 will be shifted, so the value will be 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. For the third iteration the value will be 4, 5, 1, 2 and 3. And the fourth iteration the value will be 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see here, each time we are just shifting the first value first value, shifting the first value from the left and placing it at the end. So you can see here for the first iteration only one was shifted at the end and the rest were same. In the second iteration you can see again the first element was 2, so 2 was only shifted at the end and the rest was kept as same. For the third iteration again these 3 was shifted at the end, rest were kept same. And again in the fourth iteration you can see here only the first element was shifted at the end, the rest were kept same. Means suppose if I am taking the index for this is what 0 1 2 3 4, so we are taking only what from first element to the end. Means suppose this was the array 1 2 3 4 5 and this index is what 0 1 2 3 4. If I am taking the value from index 1 to the end, so this value will be what 2 3 4 5 plus if I add the very first element, the zeroth one, this one, so this will be what 1. And if I will keep this whole in the same list, suppose this was a, if I'll keep in a, so a will become what 2 3 4 5 1. And if I apply the same logic, suppose this was the first iteration and the same logic is applied here. If I am taking a of 1, this is slice operator. I have covered this slice operator fully in my list chapter. You can see there from first to the last, and again I am taking the first element a of 0, a of 0. So here from first to last, this is the first index, second, third, fourth, and this is the zeroth. So from first to the last will be what this much 3 4 5 and 1, and adding the first is what here 2, and again I am keeping the same in a same list A, so this will be what this will be added and it will become 3 4 5 1 and 2. This will be the list. So you can see here this will give a value, this will give a list, and this will give a value, as we are taking only a of 0, so f0 will be what integer and this will be what list. So we have to convert this in a list type, we have to convert this into a list. So we'll simply apply a list, so this will become a list. We'll apply, say simply apply a list, so we'll get a list instead of getting integer. Otherwise we will be getting an error for we cannot add this list and integer. So this is quite simple logic. You can see here what we are doing, we are just taking the value from the first index till last and we are just adding the very first element at the end. So let us write the code. So they have given a sample for taking the sample input, like the very first line they are taking the input and splitting on the basis of space and keeping in nd, and they are taking the uh, zeroth index as a n and the first index as a d value, and for taking this as a list they are taking a simple input and using r strip for deleting the spaces from the right side and splitting and making each value as an integer type and mapping them and making as a list. So we are getting the list in a value d. So what we will do, we'll simply use a loop for in range d. You have to perform d times the rotation and each time what we have to do, we have to simply take the value a of 1 to last and simply add what the first value in a list a of 0th index value, and we will keep this value in a same list a. Quite simple. So if the value d is 4, then it will perform 4 times, and at last we will just print the value, print a. So you can see here the output is printed not in a list type, but here a is a list, so the output will print in a bracket like this. So we have to unpack this, and our sample output will look like without bracket and without comma. So we have to use a unpack operator. So I will use one unpack operator. Let us run the code. So we are done with the sample input. So let us submit this code. So for the two test cases we will timeout, I think. Yes, terminated due to timeout. So means this logic is not working, means this logic is not well optimized. So we have to use another logic so that we will have to come with a better solution with a less complexity, correct? So so let us take the example like, let us take the same example. Let me make the fresh one. Suppose we have the input, suppose a equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and suppose we are given d equal to 6. Now we have to come with a better solution. It got timeout cause each time we are, suppose here d value is, suppose here d value is less than equal to n and n is less than equal to 10 to the power 5. So this loop will iterate 10 to the power 5 times, and each time we have to use the slice operator. So this is a time taking. Each time we are adding two lists by slicing each list. So for example, suppose here d equal to 6. So let us write the output for the sixth, six time means 6 time rotation. So for the first one it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. For the second iteration it will be 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. For the third one it will be 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. And the fourth iteration the value will be 5, 1, 2, 3 and 4. For the fifth time the value will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the sixth it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So you can see here a pattern, repeating pattern. So instead of 6, suppose it was 7. So for seventh iteration the value will be what? 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So you can see here the pattern got repeated from this fifth one. Means suppose this is what? Zeroth one means zero rotation. So this got repeated from this one, the fifth, and the first got repeated from sixth, and the second got repeated from the seventh. Means we are in between this. Means our logic is rotating between this. means up to here. This suppose none of us will get zero rotation. D will be this how much? D is greater than equal to 1 means we won't be getting D means our logic is rotating between first, second, third and fourth rotation. So you can see here the pattern means you can see here we are just printing the value. This is what suppose the value was given n equal to suppose 4, the previous value n equal to 4, then this was the answer. So for 4 we have just taken the value from 4. Suppose I am using here 4 means 1 is to last we are taking initially we were taking the value a of 1 is to last plus a of 0 in the list. So now if I change this logic to suppose n plus d modular n is to last, what it will give? Here n value is what? Suppose n is 4. So here n value is what? N equal to no n here d is 4. D is 4 and n equal to 5. So here n is 5 and d equal to what? 4. So it will total become what? 9. 9 modular n is 5. What it will give? 9 modular 5 will give what? 4. Correct? So we have to take the value from 4 is to suppose the value is up to last and plus if I am using the value 0 is to n plus r modular n means d. So this will become what? 0 is to 4. If d equal to 4, so for the fourth iteration the value should be what? This one. So 4 is to 0. So our index is what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So from 4 to last, the value will what? Only 5. So our list will have value what? 5 plus from 0 to 4. So 0 to 4. Here 4 is not included means 0 to 3. So the value will be what? Up to 0 to 3. What is this? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this will be added and it will result in what? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if D was 4, this will be the result. So you can see here it is the same as the result for the fourth rotation. So for example, if I am applying the logic for the, let me delete this one. If someone has given, suppose d equal to 1, suppose d equal to 1. So if I am applying this logic, a of n plus d modular n is to last plus 0 is to n modular d n plus d modular n. So here d equal to 1. So this will be what? A of, here n is what? 5. 5 plus 1 modular 5 to the last plus from 0 to 5 plus 1 modular 5. It will become what? 5 and 6 modular 5. It will become 1 is to last plus 0 is to 1. This is what? 1 plus 5 plus 1 modular 5. 6 modular, this will what? 6 modular 5. It will give what? 1. It will give 1. So 1 is to last. So from index 1 is to last. It will give what? 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the 0 to 1. Means 1 will be excluded, only 0 to 1. 0 to 1 value is what? 1. So this is the result. If d equal to 1, so you can see here for d equal to 1, we are giving, we are getting this value which is equal to the same. Means this logic is working. So let us try for d equal to 3. Means initially we were using the slice operator. Each time we have to slice two list. Now here the complexity will be quite better for from previous one. Suppose here d equal to 3. So the formula is what? A of n plus d modular n is to last plus a of 0 is to n plus d modular n. So here d equal to 3 and n equal to what? 5. So it will become a of 8 modular 5 is to the last plus a of 0 is to 8 modular 5. It will become what? 8 of a of 3 is to 5, 3 is to last plus a of 0 is to 3. It will give what? A of 3 is to last. 3 is to last. It will give what? 4, comma 5, and from 0 to 3. It will give what? 0 to 1, 2, and 3. 0 to 3 is what? 0 to 3. 3 is excluded. So 1, 2, 3. It will become 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So for d equal to 3, we are getting the same value as expected for d equal to 3. So this formula is working. So we will apply the same formula and submit the code. Let's see. We will take a of n plus d modular n is to last plus a of 0 is to n plus d modular n. Now we don't have to use the for loop. We'll get the value directly from this formula. Let us run the code. So we are done with the sample test case. We submit the code. So you can see here all the test cases are passed. So we are not using any loop, or we are not using any slicing any further throughout the iteration. Means initially we are iterating throughout the loop and then slicing. So here loop is deleted and we are directly getting the output with the help of single line formula. So this was quite tricky problem. So if you like the video, please do give thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for the next question.